That's it. Hello. Oh, I see your problem. I see your problem. I see your problem. Look at you.
Who's going to do the training today?
No, I don't mind, whatever.
Because whoever it is gets the joy of having a microphone. You're welcome.
Oh, I see your
for the
problem,
2 hours
mate.
with you.
Right.
How old is he?
There you go.
He's
Thank
2
you.
years old.
I love him already.
So I mean, we do too, but this is what we,
Yeah, I can see your problem.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is that what you walk him on, that harness?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do, I don't.
Yeah,
What do you
well, so we walk him on the harness, and more recently, Robin's been walking him on a collar, so...
You're fat shit fucking crazy, mate.
Shall I just shut the
Yeah,
boots
shut your
off
boots so it
quickly?
doesn't get soaking wet if it keeps raining, but... So, dog reactivity is an issue?
So,
He wants to play.
Yeah, I know.
He just wants to play.
I read your description and this is exactly what I thought was turning up. You got yourself a frustrated freaking Irish
massively
Terrier.
frustrated,
Thinks he's
yeah.
a proper alpha male as well. So if he sees other male dogs, he can be a bit reactive.
Well, male dogs that might be like intact, possibly. I imagine it's more
That's
of that
all right.
intact.
We've got a big bald dog here. It's fine.
But he's just absolute dog.
Focus.
Sees a dog, wants to be with the dog, wants to play.
And he gets really frustrated when he's like, we can't walk across, we can't be on this side of the road when a dog's around there, because he'll just immediately think he's got the right to just jump over and say hello.
Yep. Okay.
You know, so it's like he just has no.
So-
we can't get him to focus on us.
What are you doing?
Lead walking, we want to get under control right now
Yeah.
because
Yes,
this
yeah.
just is not.
No, this is actually, he's not all
He's not. Yeah, to be fair, he's not like this all the time. But I think it's this new environment, and he is. I tell you what, he is always like is when he meets new people, he does do what he's just done to you. He wants to just rush up and say hello and greet you face to face.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I've got a massive soft spot for terriers. F***ing love them. And I was just saying, there's lots of breeds. We work with all breeds, right? And I love all dogs, right? But there are certain breeds that I would have and quite happily own, and this is
A
one
terrier.
of them. Yeah, I own two
I mean, they're
terriers.
amazing, but yeah, he's.
Right, I want to help you out a little bit first,
Okay.
buddy. I need a flirt pole. Do we actually have a legit working flirt pole?
I think I might have my own in my car.
Perfect.
Let me check. Don't quote me on that.
Go and check. Have you guys been offered a drink or anything?
Oh yeah, many times we're fine. Yeah, thank you.
My job.
You did. Many times we've been asked.
Come on, you.
Look at you. Everything about you just screams fun. You need...
Didn't see that one coming, did we? Yeah. I've got a terrier as well. I've got Jack Russell.
Have you?
Yeah.
They just have that
We're
energy,
all
don't they?
quite
It's just this
terrier
constant energy.
fanatics
I
here.
don't care for bigger dogs. Give me a terrier all day long. It's got a big dog attitude, little body.
That's exactly what he's got. Yeah, you've nailed it.
You wouldn't believe it when he's in the house. He's really calm.
Yeah.
Do you like the sound of your own voice, mate?
He does. He does.
Steve, he's actually one you could roll around on the floor with. He'll jump all over you, but
Excitement of Steve as well.
yeah, the problem is, right, I'm not saying that when he sees an intact male, the demeanour won't change, but right now all I'm seeing is a dog that needs some brakes put on it a little bit
Yeah.
and some clearer direction.
Yeah.
If he's like this and he sees a dog, then it's just he goes into hyperdrive and starts barking, lunging, things like
That's
that.
exactly it.
He's not doing it from a place of malice or
Yeah.
anything like that. So first thing I want to do is actually address his lead walking. Oh, what have we got, mate? I'll take this.
Oh, Hector.
Hector, come, mate. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, Hector, is that it? Is that all you've got in the tank?
So this is it. We've got one of those tuggy toys, and he gets a bit bored of them. All he wants to do is actually pull the fur apart, and then he gets bored of it.
Oh, Hector, there's like what? There's a who's who of dog toys here, mate.
Oh, wait.
That's all right. You're going to have to do what I want you to do anyway, Hector. I'm just trying to be nice at this stage, mate. You might actually just be better off if I just let him just sniff for a little bit. It's alright. If he won't play with a toy... Has he got any allergies?
Not as far as we know. I think chicken, he's not very good with chicken.
Not very good with chicken. It's alright.
Chicken and beef tends to
Chicken
make
and beef.
Yeah,
right.
tends to
We're
make
going
his,
through the proteins right now.
I would say it's not an allergy though, is
It's
it?
well, it make too much of it. Well,
much.
that's
Oh,
it. Just seems
sorry.
to make him have runny poos, basically.
Why? Every time.
Missed the first opportunity, he missed the second.
He'll do it again.
I know.
I promise.
Do it again, mate. I'm recording now.
There you go. Right, on cue.
Right, Hector Moo. Does anybody know what was put in here?
Well, the last what was in there, which is the
Chicken. Right, so that's out. Can I have a treat pouch up there, please?
I'll empty this one.
Empty that into the bowl. That bowl's chicken, so. And throw the trout and salmon. You're desperate for these,
Hector,
aren't you?
sit. Come on, you know how to sit. And stand.
I know, this is what you want. I like you, mate. Not gonna lie, you are a great
Hex.
deal of fun
Come
already.
on, buddy.
Right, Hector, we're gonna play a game of Find This, right? There you go, go and find out. Go and find out. Oh, lost my treat pouch. Just want to slow you down a bit. Go and find out. And that. So, he won't chase the flirt pole per se, so what I'm doing is I'm just getting his brain engaged in something different,
Yeah.
right? Get him use his nose, get him use his eyes, slow him down, get him focused on something, because right now he's focused on everything other than what you want him to do. A dog like this I want to work with, not against. He's a very energetic guy that we can have lots of fun with, right? But while he's at 100 miles an hour, he is going to be reacting to everything. Yeah? Reacting to people because he wants them to say hello to him, or he gets frustrated because he doesn't know what to do. When he's on this, we're just an extension of Hector's craziness, and then we have to get into a battle with him. Hector. You can do things slowly, look at you. What side do you walk Hector on? I mean, I know he was kind of walking
I walk him on my right,
Yeah, I
on
do
your
too.
right. Okay,
just because I'm left-handed and I
That's
have
okay.
to cross the air.
we'll stick with the right. So right now I'm just shaping where I want Hector to be. Yeah, just luring him in, come round, we'll go forward a little bit. I just want some attention, because where Hector's attention's on everything else.
That's it.
Hector, this way. Where his attention is on everything else. Come on. Good boy. And then we can just slow you down just a tad, mate. Hector. Give me it. Good boy. Yes. You like this game, don't you? We'll try and take a few steps. Oh, look at you. What a boy. Distracted. That's fine. A few steps. Good boy. So I'm just shaping for what I want. I am going to get him off this harness. But I just want him to get familiar with where I want him to be. A kind of expectation. If he goes off like that, bring him back, come round, go forward. Yeah. Like I said, he's so used to smashing all over the place. I just want him to be a little bit aware of when he hits the end of the lead, we're not actually going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'll actually move the opposite way to him. Good boy. Keep moving backwards, got his attention, come round. We'll take some steps forward. distracted. Bring him round a little bit. A few more steps. Stop. Good boy. A few more steps. Stop. Good boy. A few more steps. Good boy. Goes out in front. All I have to do is just go, Hector. Come back. Bring him round. A few more steps. 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 Oh, look at that.
Good boy.
So distracted, so I'm not going to move. There we go, it's what I want. Have a good sniff. Just want him to stop pulling as much.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's hard right now because he's actually on a tool designed for him to pull.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we've heard that many times
Yeah.
with this
So
harness.
all dogs know how to pull, right? They've got 4 legs, we've got 2 legs. They naturally move faster than us, yeah? He's naturally quicker than us, so he wants to get from point A to point B to point C
As fast
at
as
his
possible.
pace.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Then what happens is obviously this lead goes tight, so the dog pulls, and then we go with the dog. So the dog learns, okay, I'll pull with it. But then we're worried about them choking and things like that, so we put them on a harness. But what we've actually done is give them the tool that's designed for them to pull comfortably, and we basically reward them. So we're like, okay, mate, I know you like to pull. Let me reward you by giving you something so your life's so much more comfortable. Yeah. If I want him on a pair of skates or a sled, perfect fucking tool right now, yeah? But if I want him to walk nicely,
Yeah.
I need something that's going to give me the leverage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There's a time and a place for him to run around and have the time of his life, but there's also a time and a place for him to walk nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what have you tried with Hector?
Well, we haven't tried slip leads, we haven't tried anything.
Oh,
this
perfect.
is literally be the first time we do anything.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
I didn't want to put him in anything unless I had someone to show me how to do it, really.
Do you know what? What's the word I'm looking for? Level of responsibility is a breath of fresh air. I think that
Oh, is
works.
it? Okay, that's good to hear.
Hector,
Thank you.
don't need to wee on the door. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
I
You're
think
actually a little bit nervy under all of that, are you, mate?
the groomers are the only people that have ever used a slip lead on him, and that's just to take him from the door to the table.
Right, Hector. We have now just changed. So, same rules apply. Little bit of pressure. And look, he already knows the game, so my life becomes so much easier. See the time
Yeah.
he just took there?
Yeah.
He was always coming off the harness, because when push comes to shove, he has the upper hand.
Yeah.
But the little game we were playing, just shaping, just helps. So now, look, he's becoming aware of the end of the lead. Like so. Good boy. Yeah? So now everything becomes easier. So if I go round like so, yes. Mark it with yes. Hector, you can have a treat. Swallow your treat, come round like this, don't worry about that person. Yes! Give Hector a treat. We'll go round like this. Yes! Oh, you know what that word means. A little bit of pressure.
Yeah, that is his reward word, yes. We use that a lot.
Oh, Hect, I like you. Turn around a little bit of guidance with that lead, nice and simple. We're going to take a few steps forward. Hector, I'm going to pull up on this lead to slow you down. Yes! I'm going to give him a treat. We're going to take a few more steps forward. I'm going to pull up on that lead. A few more steps forward, I'm going to pull up on that lead. All I'm doing is just teaching Hector the some brakes. He's a fast car, he's an exotic sports car. He needs some f***ing brakes. Yeah? Yeah, that's right. Check in with me, I'll give you one of these all day long. Yeah, should we take some steps forward, Hector? Start to pull, I'm going to pull up.
So
Now
the minute he starts pulling, you just apply a little
Yep.
bit of pressure.
So what I'm going to do, you've opted to have him walk on his right and Hector's not going to compete, so it doesn't matter whether he walks on your left and right. My arm is going to stay nice and relaxed. Everything's going to happen from the wrist. Us guys, we have great wrist action, right? So what we do, arm down here, short but relaxed by our side, put the lead in my hand. So if I take a few steps forward and he starts to go in front, my wrist flicks up here and it just slows him down. Flicks up, slows him down. flicks up, slows him down. But my arm stays here. If I turn, I use my body to turn into the dog, like so. So arm, it's just up and relax. All in the wrist, up and relax.
Okay.
Up and relax. Now, Steve, walk towards me please, because we all know how he likes to greet people. He greeted me with enthusiasm, he greeted Ben with enthusiasm. Steve, keep walking mate, keep walking. Look at my arm, nice but relax, boom. Yeah, just stay there a second, Hector. Look, while you're there mate, I may as well give you some biscuits. Look, do you want some more biscuits? Have some more biscuits. Stand next to me, stand in this position, life's good. You're still poised like a spring though, mate, but see the difference, yeah?
No, he just sat down. For what second there, he just sat down, which I've never seen him do.
Yeah, stay here, mate. By my side, greatness. In front, trying to lead your own expedition. Not good. I know you want to jump, mate. I know. But the reality is, this is Steve. He's a frail old man. He's got more metal in him than fucking Tin Man, right? You don't need to be jumping on him. Hey. Thank you, Steve.
So that's the other thing. He'll bark out of frustration
Yeah.
if he can't get what he wants. He just stands and barks.
But see, straight away, nice little bit of ease on the lead. Karen, bring out a dog. Any particular dog will do. Well, if we had a three-legged dog, you'd bring that one out.
Can you walk him on that lead and have it longer than that? Or is
Yep. Yep, first step is to teach him how to walk by my side.
Yeah,
Next step is to teach him how to walk with a bit of freedom.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just had a Dachshund come before you and she asked the same question, very valid question. I was like, yes, you can, but you start with a nice bit of structure per se, right? Don't worry about that dog, Hector. Right, so there's a dog somewhere, I know there is, right? There it is. Right, so I said to the person, when the dog's in front, the rules don't go out the window. You can be in front, but that doesn't mean you now start dragging me everywhere,
Sure.
yanking my arm out the socket. So if we go over and see what's going on with the world of Mishka, look at my arm again,
Oh,
boom, straight
there it
away,
is.
slow down. What are you doing, mate? We don't need to rush. Good boy, Hector. You're so desperate to play.
Yeah.
Was you over-socialised a bit, Hector? Did you play with a lot of dogs when you was a puppy?
So when he was a little puppy, we started to try. We were told socialising is really important, all that stuff. So what we did is we took him to his dog walking, and he was taken to a professional dog walker who did one-to-ones for about 6 months.
Jesus.
Maybe less than that, maybe 5 or 6 months. And then at the beginning of the year, he started
like a
to
terrier.
introduce. They started to introduce dogs to him to see who would get on with, and then now he's in a little pack of like 4 dogs that he goes for walks with 2 or 3 times a week.
So again, a little bit. See that?
Yeah,
Just little.
yeah.
Slow down. That's my leg.
This is his thing. He does this. Yeah.
Thank you, Karen. So we give Hector a little break.
Yeah.
Frustrated.
Yeah.
Everything about his description reads frustrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is, it looks like he's had too many encounters with dogs in a playful manner and not enough.
I think that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So if he spends most of his days playing with dogs, meeting dogs, having fun with dogs, that seems great in theory.
Yeah.
But the reality is, when we can't let him play with a dog,
Yeah.
or meet that dog, maybe that dog's a service dog, maybe that dog's on a lead for a reason, maybe that dog's not friendly. Maybe he can't be running around because he's had an operation. But whatever which reason that forces him to not be able to play with a dog, because he's played with more dogs than he has ignored, it's now an expectation. So when he can't say hello to a dog, he gets frustrated and starts reacting.
Yeah.
Yeah? The real way when it comes to animal socialising is you teach them to ignore more dogs than they can say hello to. So Mila, my little dog, she's played with a handful of dogs since I've had her in 6 weeks, but she's ignored 3-4 times the amount of
Amazing,
dogs.
yeah.
So as a result, she can take it or leave it. If I say, come on Mila, let's go, she'll look at the dog, look at me, waiting for a reward or
Yeah.
something like that. It's a luxury if she gets to play with a dog,
Yeah.
but she doesn't get to play with every dog she sees.
Yeah.
He has this expectation that every person
That's
I need to
exactly
say
what it
hello
is.
to, every dog I
For
want to
sure.
say hello to. And how fucking dare you
Yes.
not let me say hello to that dog?
It's spot on, yeah, exactly what it is, yeah.
I like you, Hector. So fucking inquisitive by everything, aren't
Everything, yeah. He gets real like FOMO.
Yeah, he is.
So,
you? FOMO.
Park and stare at, something to...
I'll tell you what though, I'm actually shocked at how nice he's walking though. I didn't actually think he'd walk
so
this
am I,
nice,
to
but-
be honest.
I mean, look, he's like just like fucking Velcro dog.
This is just a little.
Looks like happy as well whilst he's walking along.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah,
But this is what a walk should be like. We must remember, guys, it's man's best friend.
Yeah.
So you should want to take your
well,
dog
this
out.
is it. I mean, when I booked your session with you, I got to a point where I was sitting there going, I'm actually not enjoying walking him anymore, because I do it like every morning, and I just kind of come home and be like, because my arms would be exhausted, everything,
bet.
my whole body would be exhausted from just pulling him.
And like I said, I mean, he's not a small dog.
He's not.
I
He's
mean,
strong.
in terms of terriers, he's
Yeah.
quite a large terrier,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah.
Because I think the only
the
thing really
Airedale is
bigger,
bigger.
I think the only thing bigger than the Irish is the Airedale.
Yeah.
Unless you start incorporating American pit bulls, but they're not actually meant to be this big anyway. They're actually meant to be slightly smaller than this. But the reality is,
I think because he's been on the harness for so long, his upper body strength
He's just
is
really
insane.
strong.
Yeah, he's
Oh, of course.
really strong.
his mission every walk is to drag his owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he pretty much does. Yeah. He's had me over many times.
I can imagine. Okay, so you'll hear a lot of trainers that will tell you to use high value treats.
Yeah.
I had a client, right, that had gone to a trainer and she said, I've tried chicken. So the trainer went, oh, if chicken doesn't work, use hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
Hot dogs don't work, use cheese. If cheese doesn't work, use steak. Right? This lady had tried fucking pretty much everything that she
Yeah.
could for her dog. And the trainer was like, well, you just need to find something more high value. But what we forget is there's things called competing motivators for a start. So when you're trying to offer a bit of steak and there's a squirrel there, yeah,
That's it.
yeah, that's
Doesn't
it.
matter. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about anything other than a squirrel.
But on the flip side as well, we are making him fussy. We are going, have the chicken. So as you said, he'll take the chicken for 5 minutes, then get bored. So you go and change it and give him something else. Then he gets bored. And he learns to wait it out and ignore it because he
Yeah.
might get something better.
Yeah.
Whereas if we took the dog's food that we feed him, breakfast and dinner, if we took that and we used that as training
Yeah.
treats,
Yeah.
it'd be far better. So predominantly what we use is the cold press because
Yeah.
you can feed this
Yeah.
from a bowl once a day, twice a day,
Yeah.
3 times a day. But instead of putting it in a bowl, you can put it in
Yeah.
a treat pouch, take the daily food allowance, and then that's how he gets fed.
So that's what we do. That we have
Yeah.
cold pressed food. We've got like cooked food that we give him, but we also take out a certain weight that we take out
Yeah.
every day, and we just give it to him just as a.
Yeah, that's good as well, but if he knows he's going to get some food when he gets home, then that in
Yeah.
itself can go, well, I can ignore that because I
True,
know I'm getting
yeah.
my dinner when I get home.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he's
and imagine it's a bit like you as well. So if you're hungry and you go, well, if I have something to eat
Yeah.
now, then I'm not
I
going to
mean,
eat
he's
my
pretty
dinner.
smart. He figures it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very smart dogs.
Yeah.
And this is why I like to work with them, not against them. Yeah. So, a bit of give and take. Hector, come here. Good boy. You're so calm.
I know. Like I've just been watching him now, and he's just been really quick. That frustration has just sort of like.
Because the frustration
out.
is led from an over erratic mind that doesn't know what to do. And like I
Yeah.
said, you're using the harness, which basically he takes, you take, he
Yeah.
takes, you take, he takes, you take. You're getting in that battle of leverage, so he's just digging in deep.
Yeah.
And then you get tired and your arm hurts, and then he
exhausting.
starts to win the battle because
He
you're
can see that I'm
uncomfortable,
getting
but he's
tired.
not.
Yeah,
He's comfortable. You
yeah.
gave him the tool to make his life
Yeah,
comfortable to
yeah,
pull.
Yeah.
So he can pull all day long in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas you can't pull him back all day long.
No.
Yeah?
No, it's exhausting. Yeah. And then, like when we're out on a walk, I normally clip him. We don't really let him off lead. We just don't feel completely that we 100% trust his recall. So I usually have him on like a 10-metre lead, and that's usually fine. And if there's a dog on the other side, I can normally kind of get his attention and play with him, do things with him. But it's when he'll be on this long line and he doesn't know when that long line ends. And if he sees a squirrel or sees something he wants, he'll just keep pulling me to the point where I will fall over, or he'll wrap himself round my legs until, because he's very clever, he'll just try and find a way. He'll spin until
So-
he gets out of my grip. He doesn't understand that the end of the lead
Yeah.
is the end of the lead.
But that's because he doesn't understand that when he's on this, where the end of the lead is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't. You bought me a dog that doesn't understand the end of the lead on
Yeah,
a 3-foot
at
lead,
all. Yeah.
and then you put him on a 10-meter lead. He's not going to
Well,
understand the
exactly,
end of
true.
the. So
Yeah.
we teach him. So we teach him in stages. So we
Yeah.
teach him what this is, and then we go, right, Hector, sit, break, on in, off you go, have fun, sniff around, explore. So then we teach him what this lead means.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he starts to pull, I can still teach him what the pressure is. Then we might switch from this to a 10-foot lead, then
Yeah.
to a 30-foot lead.
Got you.
So if he pulls, look, pressure on.
But you could still have a long lead with
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But the reality is, if I know he's going to run into a 30-foot lead, I tend to not let him be 30 feet in front of me.
Sure.
Yeah, I try to keep him within my parameter.
Yeah.
I've got a suicidal dog. Like, she freaking runs into the end of the lead like a moron.
Yeah, I mean, he does it, and then he almost like he rears up on his back legs because he's pulling so hard
Yeah.
to get as far forward as possible, doesn't he?
But
Sometimes.
as you say, in the harness, it's almost like
The harness is an empowering tool for the dog. That's why it's invented. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a harness.
Yeah. If you don't have a
and
dog,
as
that's-
you can see, that we got him to walk pretty nicely on a harness. Yeah, just by shaping where we want. But
Yeah.
when push comes to shove, the dog always has that upper hand on the harness because it is a tool that was solely designed to give the dog the upper hand.
Yeah.
Because that's why when a dog is pulling a sled or pulling a car or tracking, sniffing, searching,
Yeah.
it's on a bloody harness. You want that. You want the dog dragging you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're taking the lead from the dog or you're having the dog do a job.
Hmm.
But if I don't want the dog to drag me, probably better I don't use a harness
Yeah.
for that area. So I can start to teach him, for example, I don't know if you like to chase stuff, but
He does normally. I think he's just.
yeah, but he's aware of the end of the lead.
He is now, for sure. Yeah.
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 And then what happens is, for argument's sake, Karen, you can bring your dog out.
Okay. Let's see. That's interesting.
Wrong day to be using long leads. Although, biophone.
Interesting
Oh, you
to see
can't
what he
actually.
does.
I mean, but before I let the dog drag the lead around, I teach him by holding the lead.
Sure.
So in, out, in, out, in, out. And I have a good grip on this lead as well. So look, if you notice it's through my thumb.
I've learned how to do that through your
Yeah.
videos.
Just walk forward a little bit, Karen. But he's aware of the end of the lead now. So we can just go, Hector, let's go. Good boy.
Yes.
Because like I said, you're expecting him to understand the end of a 30-foot lead when he doesn't understand the end of a 3-foot lead.
He doesn't. You're right. Yeah.
So if he doesn't know what that means, he's not ready for this lead.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. That makes sense. Yeah.
So, of course, if he can run into the end of his harness on a 3-foot lead, he's going to run into the end of his harness on whatever lead he's
Yeah.
got. And then he's going to do himself some fucking damage. Whereas if I go out like that, but he's aware of where the...
Straight away he stops.
Yeah, because he knows where the end of the
Yeah,
lead is.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. Thank you, Karen.
So cute.
Yes! Yeah,
Just keep bringing out different dogs.
Pretty much do.
That's amazing.
It's how we're able to help so many dogs because
That's
obviously
amazing.
a dog can quickly get used to one dog, so we have multiple.
That makes
On
sense.
average, we have 4 to 5 dogs here to help clients at any one time. Yeah. And Fridays are quiet because all my trainers, well, one of my trainers is off on a Friday, the other one does home visits, and the other one's in hospital. So the only one that actually trains dogs on a Friday. But I still make sure we've got
Lucky
dogs
us.
here. So we got Anthony's dog.
Hello.
Anthony's operations manager. He's got his dog here.
Yeah.
That will be the biggest dog for your dog to encounter today
Okay.
because it's an intact male.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be
All
interesting.
the others are bitches.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
so
And
we've got
he's
that.
brilliant with girls. He's got no problems with
Yeah.
girls at all.
So obviously, terriers can change quite quickly.
That's it. I was going to say he's quite unpredictable.
Yeah.
That's the thing with him.
Yeah, and terriers are generally intolerant of the same sex.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it depends. It
Not
does
not
depend.
every single
Yeah,
male dog,
It-
but
when I
he's-
say male, when I say same sex, so technically, if you spay and neuter dogs, sex is taken out the window.
yeah,
Yeah. So technically, once you remove body parts, they're no longer really male or female. So you'll find that they can be much more tolerant
right,
of others.
yeah,
Yeah. But male on male, even if you've got a neutered male, for
Yeah.
example, so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have testicles,
Yeah.
if they come in contact with a dog that does have testicles, then it's the testosterone that they can still feed off. So
Yeah,
you can, so
completely.
many times, if you had 3 male dogs walk past you, but 2 of them didn't have testicles and 1 of them did, he's likely to
he'll
react to
notice that
the
one.
one male that had testicles.
Yeah.
We still refer to them as male and female after they've had, after they've been spayed and
yeah,
neutered.
yeah,
But the reality is, when I say he reacts to male dogs, I mean he reacts to intact male
Yeah.
dogs, same as females. They are likely to react to an intact female.
right,
Yeah, so you could probably bring, and then that's not just one thing. Then they can react to the energy, for example.
Yeah.
Some dogs have double standards. So he's all right to jump all over the dog and be a complete dickhead.
That's it.
But if the dog runs over and does it to him,
exactly it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if a dog goes over to him and sniffs his bum, it gets a bit too sniffy, he'll just turn around and try and scare them, really
Yeah.
go for them.
And he sprays a lot, doesn't he? Still.
Yeah, he scents.
Yeah,
He's
he
constantly
scents.
scenting.
well,
Oh,
that comes
dog.
from insecurity.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, so he's actually quite a nervy guy underneath all of this.
Oh, that's interesting. I
yeah,
didn't know that.
and I tapped into it straight away because as soon as I went to put a slip lead on him, I was like,
Yeah, I just
What
sort
you
of
doing?
seen back away
Yeah.
from you. Yeah.
But
yeah.
you see how I dealt with it. I didn't. It's all right, mate. No, I'll just
Yeah.
fucking get on with it.
Yeah.
Because that's how they get over it.
Of course.
Yeah. If I stop in that moment and go, it's okay,
Yeah.
then he just remains stuck, right? But he's actually quite a nervy guy, and so he overcompensates a lot. Yeah. Tries to make himself bigger than what he really
Oh,
is.
Hector.
That's
So,
Right. So,
Close
right, we
there.
want to get out of this habit of wrapping the lead around your hand.
sorry,
We're not,
okay.
we don't need the grip of death. So, just literally have him by your side,
Yeah.
arm down,
Yeah.
out there, nice short relax, put the rest of it in your
Okay.
hand. Yeah, and then, there you go. Look, see that? He's aware of the end of the lead.
Come on.
And walk, take him with you.
Let's go.
And if you feel him pulling, just flick with your wrist in the direction, the opposite direction to where he's pulling.
Good boy. Good boy.
Relax your arm.
Good boy.
There you go. So it's on, off, on, off, on, off. As quick as you feel tension, you turn it on and turn it off. Yeah. If
for
there's
a treat.
tension, you need. The game is. Call it turning off the tension game. Nobody likes to be
Good
tense.
boy.
Yeah.
Good
So as soon as you
boy.
feel tension, you just turn it straight off, and it's normally in the opposite direction to where the dog's going. So if he's pulling out to the right, bring that tension in towards you. If he's in front, you actually pull up, not back. But how's that feel?
Really easy.
Right. Perfect. So keep with that mindset.
She says. Hey, baby. Good boy.
I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog. I'm a good dog.
And so it's right behind his
Put your
ears,
head in
isn't
there.
it?
High up on the head as possible.
Yeah.
Like almost as light.
And it's quite tight, isn't it? It's quite tight when it's up there. Yeah.
That's
okay.
to stop it sliding down. Right, walk around. You've got this. I'm going to walk straight past you.
Hector,
Don't stop.
this way.
Take him, take him, take him,
Come on,
take
come
him.
on, come
And then relax.
Good boy. Good boy. Let's go.
Don't slow down when you see a
Okay.
dog. You actually speed up. The more you slow down, the more you hand him back control to Hector.
Good boy.
Yeah? Because he wants you to slow down. That's why he's slowing down. So all you do now is
boy.
allow him to fixate on that target so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good boy.
You're absolutely right. I think sometimes we do
Good boy, Hector.
nose nudge.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll say hello.
But look, see how because you didn't and you kept moving, it breaks his focus. Right? Just stay this side of the trees. It's ankle break.
This side.
This way.
Okay. Hector, come.
Ankle breaking over there. There's no man's land.
Little dog.
That's it.
Good
Bring him
boy.
towards you.
Come
Use
on.
the lead a little bit.
Good boy.
How's that feel?
All right. I mean, I can feel him wanting to go, but
Yeah, but when you feel that,
Yeah.
it's that communication. So if you just stop for a second, right? So I'm going to come, wait, like so. So we just want that subtle little, yeah? He's got slightly too much lead as well, so you want your hand more just down a little bit like that.
Yeah.
So it's ever so if you look at my wrist,
Gotta be
it's just...
straight.
So
Yeah.
when he does that, just, wait,
Come on.
like you mean it. There you go, that one, see the difference?
Yeah.
You meant that one. The
Yeah.
first one was like,
Really gentle.
right, so you just stay nice and chilled out, walk off that way.
Come on.
Take him with you, use the lick, there we go.
Good boy. Good boy.
I'm a good dog, I'm a good dog, I'm a
Good
good
boy,
dog.
Hector.
I don't know why, but that song's in my head every time I look at Hector. Oh,
Good
what a boy.
boy.
It's not very hot, but do you want to see if Hector does want a drink? I know there's
can
liquid
give-
falling from the sky, but there's a bowl
You
there.
can see if you want some. Just.
So just bring him towards you. Don't.
That's it.
Well,
good boy.
you're so used to him being at the end of that lead.
I am.
We don't want him to get used to being at the end of this lead. So when he's at the end of it, don't stand there and just bring him back to you. Yeah? He doesn't know how to switch off.
No. It's the same at home, you know. He's got better as he's got older, but when he was younger, his problem was not being able to just chill out. Like, he really struggled with just relaxing, and to the point where he'd just get quite destructive, wouldn't he? Like,
You
there'd
can
be.
almost see the frustration.
We used to call it brain
in him.
freeze because
Yeah.
his head would just like ready to pop because he would get so frustrated.
And then you literally got to kind of 2 years old and you just felt this mellowness starting to...
So at home is so much better.
Yeah, the first
but-
2 years are the hardest.
Yeah.
First
sure.
2 years suck, but you see that, like just moving around. Like I said, you bang on FOMO, but bring him straight back.
Sit.
If you actually want him to chill out in a place, then you
boy.
have to kind of keep him grounded in that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's still able to get up, go there, go there, go there, he's going to keep doing that.
Yeah.
What we want to do is bring him right back and just say, that's where you want you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same as when you choose a seat. So effectively, he's not got a chair to sit in, but you're choosing a spot in which, if there was a chair there, imagine he's on an invisible chair or a mat or something like that. So he's got a small little bubble that you want him to stay in. Anytime he goes out of that bubble, you want to bring him right back. So and you get this, where he starts to lay down, and then he might get back up, so you bring him right back to his bubble.
Sit.
Yeah.
Sit. Good boy.
Yeah, and you bring him right back to that bubble,
Yeah.
and you keep doing that, and then he goes, oh, fuck this, and then he does lay down, and eventually will settle down.
Yeah.
And he'll whine, and he'll cry, and he'll protest.
But it's just up to us to just keep
Keep it
consistent.
consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now you've got the literal definition of a dog with ants in his pants.
Completely. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So he has to be up, he's down, he's up, he's down, he's up, he's down.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to go for a long walk and then go and have a nice lunch or something,
Yeah.
yeah, he needs to learn to chill out,
Yeah.
because you don't want to be doing this as you're trying to eat your dinner.
This is it. Yeah. Yeah.
But he will never achieve relaxation if you keep letting him come out of that bubble.
Right.
Yeah, so straight back.
Sit. Sit. Good boy.
And try not to talk to him, because all that's going to do is excite him, and
Okay,
that's
so
going
it's
to work.
ignore him.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Because talking to him at this point is only going to excite him, which is going to bring him more to the getting up and moving around versus
Okay.
coming down.
Okay.
Like I said, if I want him to run around and I want to have fun, I'm going to talk to him as much as I want. If I want him to chill out, I'm actually going to say less and get him just to...
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time and a place for him to run around and have a good time. There's a time and a place for him to chill out. And you're the one that chooses that time or place.
Yeah.
Right. Karen, can you walk out of a dog? You stay nice and chilled out. There's nothing to worry about. Just, again, this is also why you have that kind of short but relaxed lead in a sense, because that's as much lead as he's got. Yeah, so if he goes running forward, you could just easily bring him right back to where you want him to be. So you see how you put pressure on there and he didn't do anything?
Yeah.
And you turn that pressure off. So just relax, nice and chilled out, relax your arm. That's it. So more pressure, like that, then relax. Relax your arm, just relax. So look, you put the dog back a second, Karen, and let me have your seat for a second. So look, I don't even need to see what's going on, I could just stop from here, yeah?
Okay.
So, two little mistakes that you made, okay? So first one was, you applied pressure And because he didn't respond to it, you then turn the pressure off. So you're teaching him he doesn't have to listen to you. Now, the reason he wasn't responding is because there was not enough pressure there whatsoever. Yeah. So it looks like I'm pulling up.
Yeah.
Nothing's happening.
Okay.
Because in order for this to pull up, it's got to basically constrict in a sense.
Yeah.
So, Karen, walk past again. So look at my hand. Look where my arm is, right? Up.
So you're pulling until he stops, basically. Yeah. Okay.
Pressure, compliance, pressure turns off.
Okay.
Walk back again, Karen. But look, 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's no tension there until he moves.
Yeah.
And then I want him to start fighting it. And again, Karen. So, look, arm relaxed, 2 fingers. Doesn't move, no need for tension. Come back, Karen. So again, although the lead's up, there's no tension because I'm not pulling on it. So nothing's tight right now. Went to go in front, I pull up, turn it off. Up, comes back, turn it off. Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So this doesn't come off if he's still fighting it, because then I'll teach him to fight it and then I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
He'll just start going back to pulling because he's like, right, if I pull enough, you'll stop eventually. Yeah? And if I just do...
That's not going to...
Look.
It's just got... Yeah.
It's annoying him because this bit's hitting him, not this bit. But if I want... Wait.
Yeah.
I want to break it. Yeah? Karen, come past. Back him up a little bit if I want him to. Hello, Hector. Hello, mate. Walk past. And look, see my hand's positioned here.
Yeah.
It's
But it's just enough for you to be able to... Yeah.
Good boy. Your turn.
Hector.
Put your dog away, Karen.
Oh,
We'll bring out another dog and we're going to do this. Nice and relaxed, nice and chilled out. Deep breaths. You see straight away, right, how he was here and then he went here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're still holding it like you're ready to pull up,
Yeah, but I didn't.
but you didn't. So he's already letting you know, I know
Okay.
something might come from here, so let me just stand here in preparation. As a result of him already being so much in front of you, you're going to have to pull so much harder.
So I've got to be thinking a little bit ahead of him. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the reactivity doesn't start
When he
once
sees the
he's
dog, yeah.
chattering his teeth
Yeah.
up on his back legs. The reactivity started the second he took a step
Yeah,
forward.
Yeah, okay, because he now knows that behind
Yes.
that wall is, okay.
I'm not going to throw you into the deep end just yet. Bring little one out.
Oh, Hector.
So nice and chilled out. You're having a conversation. Just feel through the lead. Learn to multitask. Learn to stay nice and chilled out.
Yeah. We've got this.
Would you like to have coffee?
I'd love one.
I'm fine, thank you. Yeah.
So look, he's already getting up. Wasn't terrible, but keep him, you want him back a little bit. Some more pressure. And a little bit of guidance where you want it. So it's more like this. So up. So it stays up,
Yeah.
and then I kind of just steer
Right.
backwards.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
And then relax. Past Karen. So staying there, nice and chilled out, nice and chilled out. What a boy, Hector.
That's pretty amazing.
So good.
And the other thing is, you'll be amazed how much better the dog does when you don't preempt by putting tension on.
Yeah.
Tension only comes on if he goes out of that position. So you put the tension on, get the fuck back,
Yeah.
relax.
So he's just got to stay in his spot. That's the,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That is the objection.
Yeah,
You're sitting in a
okay.
chair, you're sitting in a chair, he's in his imaginary chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, not over there. He's
Yeah.
with you
Yeah.
in the activity you're doing.
Okay.
But when he gets up to go, let me just check over there, he's then on the road to making bad choices.
Sure.
Walk past Karen, nice and chilled out, just stay nice and relaxed.
Nothing.
Good boy, Hector. And of course, you can also do this when you start to multitask. So, yeah. So good choices must be reinforced.
Sure.
Just the same as you use some lead action when he
Yep.
doesn't. Yep. But you'd never achieve this on the harness straight.
No.
not
100%,
like
there's no chance. I
be
mean,
out your
we're
fucking
more than
chair.
aware that that's not going to happen.
You'd be out your chair. Walk back, Karen.
Like nothing.
Yeah, because it's consistency. So
Yeah.
every time he makes a move forward, you take him a step back.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you're doing it in a way that's not exhausting you, so you can remain calm. If you're having to get back, forward,
He can
get
sense
back.
that I'm getting
Yeah,
really
massively.
angry and frustrated.
You can't
and-
maintain that.
No. Yeah.
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 So we use the tools that give us the upper hand, so we can use minimal input, maximum results.
Yeah. Also, since we booked you, we started to. Because I've been watching a lot of your videos. We started making him sit and wait before we open the door, and I have to say even that's made a little bit of a change. Just starting to walk him out on the road because he just bolts out the door as soon as he knows he's getting on lead. He's like shoots straight out. But just getting him to wait, even if it's half a second. When the door's open, it just makes
Because
him a
it
bit
changes the
calmer.
mindset.
Yeah.
The minute I reach for my house keys, he knows he's going out.
Yeah.
It's just,
But what's to stop you move? Again, we avoid problems, right? So we don't pick up our house keys until we're leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't pick up the dog's lead until it's time for a walk. We don't put our dog walking boots on or our coat on until
We
it's time.
avoid everything just
Yeah.
so we don't.
So when it does come out, it has that one association to it. You're leaving me. We're going for a walk. We're doing this. We're doing that. Now I'm hyper. Yeah. What's to stop you picking those up throughout the day and moving them? Yes, he will get a little bit excited, but he'll quickly learn. Okay, we're not going out. He's a fast learner. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So when you do have to pick up his lead, you just call him to. You pop it on. If he starts acting like a dickhead, sit down.
yeah.
You want to be able to pick up that lead and go to the door.
Yeah.
But everything's about changing the mindset, and that's what we did. You bought me a dog who lives in the fast lane.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
completely.
got a bit of an adrenaline junkie. Everything's fast, 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 fast,
Yeah.
right? I found a bit of cold press, I think. Yeah. So everything's fast, 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 fast.
Yeah.
He's still going to get all those nice things.
Yeah.
Slow the fuck down,
Yeah,
mate.
that's it. That's
I
it.
can't
So
keep
we-
up with
no.
you. Let's work together here, shall we? Right, let's walk him. Just take him for a walk on your right.
Okay.
I want to see what it's like with Bentley, but I'm not going to bring Bentley straight past you in this close proximity.
Okay.
Because Bentley does have testes. That was Bentley 6 months ago.
That's-
Well, yeah, please, sorry, I forgot she was out. Yeah, so Bentley, who you're going to see, is very similar mindset to your dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just freaking everything, everyone, like just hyper, hyper, hyper.
This way. Good boy. Good boy.
Such a nice dog. Such a nice dog. How's that feel?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's on grass as well. The first time we hit the grass, you thought you could pull.
Yeah.
Because again,
That's
what
what it's
happens
used
is
to.
as soon as dogs' paws touch the grass, normally means freedom. As soon as dogs' paws touch the beach, normally means freedom. As soon as they get the woods, it normally means freedom. Nobody actually just walks them around these areas
Good
to
boy.
teach them that. It's not always fun and
Good
games.
boy.
Whenever you're ready, Ed, just come out, mate.
Let's see. It's a fizzler. Come
So
on.
stay nice and chilled out. Don't worry about Bentley. Come towards me a little bit.
Yep.
And just stop there. Stay nice and chilled out. Relax your arm. There you go. See it? Bring it back a little bit. See how he took a step forward? So just bring it.
Oh.
Then relax. Up on the lead, tell him enough.
Hector.
There we go. Relax the lead. As soon as the dog does what you want, the pressure has to turn off.
Sure. So
Yeah.
immediately. Yeah.
Immediately.
Okay.
And again, a little bit, oi, then relax. Ask him to sit,
Hector, sit.
like you mean it.
Sit.
There you go. Look at me, not Hector.
Sorry.
Now just walk that way. Let's go. Take him with you. Nice and relaxed, nice and chilled out. Go around that tree and come back towards me. And stop right there. Get Hector to sit.
Sit. Sit. Hector, sit. Sit.
Look.
Sit. Good boy.
So 4 times there.
Yeah.
Because he's distracted, and this is where we have to make sure that we mean what we say and achieve what we want, yeah, because the reality is the reason it took 4 times is because he's going, no, I'm distracted by this dog. Yeah. Now what I would have done in that sense, pass me the lead, come here bud, what I would have done in that sense is straight away sit. Yeah, he does it first time, but it's the delivery of it. Yeah.
Yeah. He listens to Robin more than he does
Yeah.
to me because he's.
But it's because you start by almost asking a question. You may as well say, Hector, can you sit?
Yeah.
Can you sit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I want to go, sit. And if he doesn't do it, sit. Make it happen.
Block him. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not blocking his vision because I want to move straight back. But sit. But the use of spatial pressure, yeah, or just popping that bum down, because we're really close, so this is hard for him. And now he's sit. Let's go. He's like a child that wants the last word. But you see how I keep my composure,
Yeah.
and I make it happen. Sit. If he doesn't do it, sit. Make it happen. Thank you. Nope. And I'm not going to reward him there because
Yeah.
he wasn't a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I go, come on, mate, sit, and he does it first time, I'm going to reward him. Sit. But if he doesn't do it, I'm going to make it happen. So I use a bit of leash pressure. Let's go. Go around. Sit. Sit. That's the opposite to sit. Sit. Good. And if he stays there for a little, I'll reward him.
Yeah.
Let's go. Sit. Thank you. Let's go. I also want to get in a habit. Look what happens when I stop. I pull up,
Yeah.
applying the brakes.
Yeah.
That's very important because normally what happens when a dog doesn't understand how to walk properly in the beginning, watch what happens when I walk and I stop. See how he goes in front of me? So if a person approaches me, say we're friends, right? We've never met, right? Come here, Hector. Put your dog away, Ant. Right? So we'll just wait for that person to go. But if I don't want Hector to jump on someone per se, and we go, oh, hello, how you doing? He could then go, jump straight up on you. Obviously he's distracted by what's going on over there, but see how he goes in front of me. So I always want to work on that, applying the brakes. And can you come here without Bentley? So, oh, hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good,
So
good.
look, straight away, see how he's in front of me,
Yeah.
and now I have to pull back and get into a bit of a wrestling match with him.
Yeah.
Whereas, walk towards me in a second then, whereas if I go like this and get into the habit of, I stop, he stops.
Right.
So as I stop, I pull up a little
Yeah.
bit. Blocks him going forward to be able to jump on that person. Yeah. And I teach him that, thank you, Ant. And I teach him that because every single time I stop, I just pull up gently.
Right.
So you move forward, pull up. So I want to teach him to not kind of
Pass
go
that
in front
part,
of
yeah.
me. Yeah, so whether I'm stopping to cross the road, because again, same thing. If I stop, I see this at the road.
Yeah.
No, or I see a dog, I see it. Yeah, just get the dog in the habit of brakes. Let's go. Brakes. Let's go. Brakes. Let's go. Sam, come and say hello. Come. So he knows the brake, so look, I apply the brakes if he tries to go forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, as quick as that. He's amazing, isn't he?
It's very sweet.
He's amazing.
This is so hard for me, just so you know, not
Yeah.
to be that person.
But teach the dog what the lead means.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a frustration-based tool where you wrestle the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah? Teach him what it is. Thank you, Sam. But if I get in a blasé habit of doing this, boom, straight in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's little things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
He's not bad at all. He just needs a little bit of refinement.
Yeah.
You want to have a little go? Have a little go, have a little walk around with him. Just walk off, take him with you, stay nice and chilled out. I'm still here, mate, don't worry.
He's falling in love with you a little bit.
But they like security. Security's provided through clear direction.
Yeah. I think he noticed that with you, and he's a bit. Yeah.
So I try putting the lead all in one hand. That's it. And then relax your right arm. There you go. Relax your right arm a bit more. Jelly arm. Because what we don't.
Hector, you sit.
So you see why he's protesting, right?
Yeah.
So it's because flat palm. So when we try to get a dog to sit, that won't sit, and we push down like that, they instantly push back up. Yeah. So flat palm, he will fight you. Yeah. So you end up trying to use that. What it is little manipulation. So a little bit of up, little bit of down, in, down. Good boy. Yeah. If he won't do it on command, he's a good boy. I know you want to jump. You're so desperate to jump. So we just want to up, down. Thank you. Let's go.
Even
Yeah.
just walking around them is probably one of the
Yeah.
Easier walks.
But one thing you need to get in the habit of, right, is your arm. Yeah. So you was walking very much like at first like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they will always fight that little itty bit of tension. Yeah. And then you put the lead in one hand, but your arm is still, I can see the tension in your arm. So if I walk with tension, see, he's all over the place. Yeah, so I've got a short but relaxed lead, but this is shit. Whereas if I go
It changes straight away.
instantly,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
the bit that we struggle with the most because we do this all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't need
and
to
the
do
dog's
that.
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to relax.
Yeah.
In order for him to relax, my arm, like jelly. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost like I'm carrying a bag. Yeah, I don't carry bags out here, carry them down here.
Yeah.
And look, he will follow me. But as soon as I start carrying my bag out here, he fights me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's constant tension on that lead. Tension comes on, tension turns off, tension on, tension off. Subtle communication. But if I stay nice and chilled out, as if I'm walking tension on because he's going rogue, I don't need to look at him. I can just feel.
Yeah.
But it should be effortless. I should be able to appreciate that bird flying or that there or the random caravan or whatever.
Yeah.
And look how he follows.
Straight away.
But as soon as I'm like, ah,
Yeah.
he fights me.
Yeah.
Wandering arms are bad.
And it's a habit really hard to break.
Now, they are because you're so used to having to
Yeah.
use strength.
That's it. Yeah.
Now, the reality is you can't win the battle with dogs through strength because the reality is you're always going to come up against a dog that's stronger than you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I have worked with dogs that will literally, they're stronger than me. Yeah, some of these dogs are built to freaking take on bears that I
Yeah,
work with.
yeah,
I'm
massive,
not, I'm
yeah.
not winning a wrestling
Yeah,
match with them.
Yeah.
But the more you stay relaxed,
Yeah.
the more the dog follows you.
Yeah.
And remember, the whole goal is for him to mirror you, not
Yeah.
you mirror him.
Yeah.
So the more frantic he gets and worked up he gets, the calmer you have to get.
Yeah. Which is the hardest part, right?
Yeah,
Because,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
But remember, you're not in competition with anyone, so
Yeah.
you've got nothing to prove to anyone.
Yeah.
It's not how fast can I get Hector to sit, it's can I make sure if I've asked him to sit that I achieve it.
Yeah.
Yeah? It's not how long does it get us to get to the park, sorry, how quick we can get there.
Yeah.
It's we'll get there at
It's
our
got to be a good
pace.
quality walk, and yeah.
Because everything you do, every little decision that you're making,
yeah,
from what I'm teaching you, is affecting the brain, and it's effectively slowing him down.
yeah,
Because that barking, lunging, all that, jumping up, whining,
yeah.
that's because his brain is literally
It's just
electric.
Like, yeah, exactly. It's exactly.
Yeah, and no wonder he's so good indoors. It's because he's probably just going outside. He's physically exhausting.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Being that active is
Yeah.
physically exhausting.
Yeah,
Having
it
that
is.
much of an active imagination. So
Yeah.
he probably comes home and his fucking whole system has to
Yeah.
reboot.
I mean, I walk him. So when the dog walkers take him, I know that they take him, they unclip him because he's with about 4 or 5 dogs, and that's fine, don't worry. they
It's
they
meant to
just
go up.
they just they spin around and they just run around, do a thing. By the time he gets back, he's asleep pretty much the whole day. But when we walk him, he's always on lead. He's with us. We do let him meet other dogs, but essentially he's always on lead.
I
or
would
whatever.
stop that.
But we should stop it.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have to stop it with every single one, but
There are certain dogs, aren't there, that he plays with, but you're right, there are other
but
dogs.
if
that,
you bump into a dog that he knows that he's played with, then
Yeah.
by all means let him.
Yeah.
But it's letting him say hello to dogs. So if you're just walking, you go, oh, say hello, oh, say hello, oh, say hello. We're back at square
Which
one
we've
again.
done many.
Yeah.
We know we've got to admit
But,
we do that.
but
yeah.
people's inability to say no because they're worried they may offend another dog walker
Yeah.
is why the dogs end up so messed up in the first place, yeah? The reality is, we want to make sure we know the dog we're introducing him to. Just because somebody says their dog's friendly, we know your dog's friendly.
Yeah.
But as we know,
Yeah.
if they are in the same mindset, they can quickly clash.
Of course.
As we know that if one of them has testicles, yeah, and you can't see the testicles flapping up and down as the dog's running towards you and things like that, the reality is, I say no more than I say yes when somebody says, can I say hello to my dog, or can my dog say hello to your dog? Because it's not that I don't trust them, because I'm sure they're right in their judgment that their dog's friendly, but their
I don't know if my dog is
conception,
either.
their conception of friendly
Sure.
is their dog's friendly, so if you say your dog's friendly, they must get along, and it doesn't work that way, yeah?
No.
Because play styles matter. You can have a dog that is friendly, but he likes to just mooch around with other dogs, right?
No,
But
totally.
you
And there's others that just growl when they play. And
you
they
can
get
have
right.
a friendly dog, but it
Yeah.
can have no manners. So if it
Yeah.
runs straight over to another dog and starts jumping on it, yeah, it might be friendly, but it's got no manners.
No
And
boundaries,
a
yeah.
dog that's friendly might take homage to a dog that's got no
For sure.
manners. Yeah, just like we can be civil with people, we don't have to be rude to people and things like that, but we don't get along with everyone we
For
see.
sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I know many people, right, that I've met over the years that I'm never going to go out and have dinner with. Never going to spend time with them outside of work. That doesn't mean they're a bad person. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that person. We're just not compatible, yeah?
the same
That's a
dog.
nice person, and I like to think that I'm a nice person. Your dog's friendly, my dog's friendly, but we don't necessarily know they're compatible,
Yeah.
So I'm very selective about who I let my dogs interact with.
Sure.
Yeah, and he's been crying out for this, literally crying out
Yeah.
for this. See what I did there, right? But yeah, he's literally. It just needs somebody to take that.
He
fucking
does.
burden
I mean,
off.
this is the thing. I mean, I'm almost glad that you saw him lunge at you, because he doesn't
so-
always do that. But it's really good that you saw that, because that's the energy he gives almost every single day.
You've done well there, mate. That was
But the thing is, I mean, you can do this with any dog. It's not
Yeah.
Irish Terrier breed
No,
related,
yeah,
but
sure.
this is very common in Irish Terriers.
Yeah.
It's very common in those high energy sort of active dogs.
Yeah.
You see them from a puppy. As a puppy, you probably would have picked up everything and got into everything, quite inquisitive. And
Massively. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably quite bitey as a puppy as well.
God,
yeah,
yeah.
walking lounge.
I've still got scars.
Yeah, terriers, they're bred to basically hunt and rat
Chase,
and
yeah.
chase. So these are driven and energetic and
yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
So it's actually way easier to mess up a dog like this than it is a lazy dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's harder to train a lazy dog to do things fast in a sense. Like if I want dogs like this can make you look good because they're like, come this way, come this way, come this way, and you become in sync with each other. Whereas a mastiff's like, come on, mate, Yeah,
Can't get
that's
to
why
move.
you don't see mastiff set agility. And there's a viral video of an English mastiff doing agility, but it's viral because it's literally slow
Plodding.
motion, plodding. Yeah, right. Whereas you got a Papillon, for instance, going.
Yeah, they're like little bullets.
Yeah, right. Or the border collies or things like that. So when you've got an active mind and a high energy dog, you tend to go, right, well, he needs to run every day. He needs to play with dogs every day.
Yeah.
He needs to chase every day.
Yeah.
And then you have a dog that's like fucking up here constantly from the second he leaves the
That's
house,
the
and it's
problem,
very
isn't
hard
it?
to bring
Yeah.
down. Yes, he needs that. I'm not saying don't let him run. I'm not saying don't let him have a good time. I'm not saying don't let him play with dogs.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah.
Yeah? Say
Yeah.
no. Take him out for some structured walks.
Yeah.
Take him for some exercise and take him to a pub afterwards and hang out and chill out
Yeah.
so he learns to do stuff like this more.
Yeah. And I think we avoided taking him to pubs and stuff because we were just like, oh, I can't deal with it. So we just stopped. So now when we do take him to the pub and we have tried it, we can only be there for like 20, 25 minutes before we have to one of us gets up and walks him around.
Take him for a nice good walk first. Meet his needs and then he'll meet your needs.
Yeah.
If you've just woken up and go, the sun's out, let's go and have lunch, and he's not had a walk.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no. We all,
All dogs need to learn, regardless of breed, regardless of what they were bred for, regardless of how old they are or the
Yeah.
energy they got. They all need to learn how to just, if we're going to have a conversation, to sit there and accept it.
Yeah.
If we're going to sit down, to sit there and accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah? They all need to learn that if we're going to talk to someone, that doesn't necessarily mean that that person's going to say hello to me.
Yeah.
Just because there's a dog there doesn't mean that I get to say hello to it. Every single dog needs to know this.
Yeah. I mean, so like for instance, this is a really good example. Like he's whimpering quite a lot, and I think maybe what we do is we go, oh, come on, it's all right. We do that.
Yeah,
with him.
so
And
you
maybe,
basically fuss it.
maybe what we should be doing is just completely ignoring him. And just
Yeah,
making
that's what
him,
we're doing right now.
Yeah. So because I'm watching Robin kind of go down, and I'm actually thinking maybe we shouldn't be doing that. We should just actually ignore him.
The worst thing you can do, right, when a dog's whining.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worst thing to do when a dog's whining. Yeah, because he's whining because he wants to go over there or go over there or
Yeah.
go. The worst thing we can do when he's whining is go, it's all right, mate, calm down. Because what is this right now? This is a fuss. So when I go, good boy, yeah. What was that? That's a reward, yeah?
Yeah.
So when he's whining because he's desperate for attention or he's desperate for this, and I go, no, stop it, mate, you're okay. My words are saying one thing, but my actions are saying, yeah, good
Yeah.
boy, keep
Yeah.
doing it.
You're rewarding. Yeah. So now it's getting worse. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? Whereas when he's, yeah, because look, he got some attention, that's where his whine comes from. Right, so in that circumstance, what you can do,
Robin.
right,
Robin.
look at us, there we go, right, just ignore him, we'll just carry on talking, yeah,
Yeah.
just carry
Yeah,
on talking, act as if it's not there,
And then it
don't
will
give him the
just-
attention that he's looking for,
Yeah.
stay nice and chilled out,
Yeah.
and he will stop,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
And what he'll do before he stops is he'll look at Robin, he'll look
Yeah.
at you, he'll
Yeah.
look at that person,
Yeah.
desperate for
eye contact,
somebody to give eye contact, to give him a fuss. He's silent now because
Yeah.
nobody's giving him eye
Yeah,
contact. That
yeah.
whine is because he's
Yeah.
demanding attention.
That's it.
He's not
And
in
he is,
pain,
he's quite
he's
an
not
attention
sick.
seeker, yeah.
Yes, because that whine gets him it. So when he
for
doesn't
sure.
get it, it gets worse before it gets better.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
whining.
Yeah. And we do have a habit of going, oh, it's all right,
Yeah,
it's all
but
right.
this
And we-
silence
yeah.
because not getting the attention.
Yeah.
Then I can go, good boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's. I mean, it's training us really, isn't it? More than training
Oh, yeah.
the dog, for sure.
Oh, dogs are easy. Yeah, dogs are just A to B. Yeah, humans are like
Yeah.
A to Z.
It's about
Like,
training us. Yeah.
Humans have millions of questions. Humans doubt themselves. Humans have got bad habits. They've had bad experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's learning to undo all of those. It's learning
Yeah.
to stop staring at the dog. There we go. Right. because again, these are habits, right?
Yeah.
So habits are something that we've done over and over and over
Constantly,
again,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Now, whether it's a good habit or a bad habit, it's formed by repetition.
Yeah.
Yeah? So this tensing up, this staring at the dog, this wandering hand,
Yeah.
These are all
These are the
bad.
habits that we've got to break.
But
not
they're
he has
second
to.
nature.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to quit smoking.
Yeah.
Right? But something that was a really bad habit, that was almost second nature, was get in the car, spark up a cigarette. And I could go into the shop after just having a cigarette, get back in the car, and my hand would be leading to the cigarettes because it's kind of hand in hand.
What's the nature?
I don't drink, right?
Yeah.
I haven't drunk for 20 months, right? But it used to be pint, need a
Well,
fag.
you were the same, right?
Yeah. If you have a beer, you had to have a fag,
Yeah.
right? These are bad habits,
Yeah.
but you do without even thinking about them. The amount of times they're having a conversation, sitting there, have a beer, just get a fag out, like, and you're having a conversation. Your brain hasn't even really processed what you've done.
Yeah.
And it's the same as what you're doing with
Yeah.
these wandering hands, the
Yeah.
staring at the dog and
Yeah.
things like this. Yeah, so the reason dogs are easy is
Yeah.
because I don't have these bad habits. So I'm like, yeah, I can do this, and the dog responds really quickly. But then the hard thing is transferring it to you.
Yeah, that's
Like
the
telling
tricky
you
bit.
to relax your arm, telling you to slow down or speed up, telling you to stop repeating yourself as much, telling you to stop staring at the dog, stop touching the dog in those moments.
Yeah.
So it's lots of bad
Yeah.
habits that you're trying to undo. And the
Yeah.
good trainers will spend most of the time on you and you, because the good trainers know that the dog is easy. And this is
Yeah.
why we don't do board and trains. Because you can give me your dog for 2 weeks and I'll make him fucking brilliant, yeah? But if you're not involved every step of the way,
Yeah.
then in 2 weeks' time, after he goes home, you're going to be calling me going, he's biting me again, he's
Sure.
doing this, he's doing that. And
Because
I'll
you
be-
haven't taught the
yeah,
person.
and then you'll blame the
person.
trainer,
Yeah.
right? Well, you should do, because the trainer didn't do anything with you, right? But in reality, you wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
You still have all these bad habits.
Yeah.
So this is why I like to work with you alongside the dog, so we can undo those bad habits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can hold you accountable and pull you up on those things. Yeah.
That's what I wanted. That's why I've come here, because I know that I've got bad habits, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I get someone to walk me around and show me, then I'll actually practice it, and that's yeah, makes sense.